Selling behind the counter. Then on the macho like Randy. The chopper go out to the granny. This nigga pull up your bandit. The killers understand it.
Hey guys, Anish here with CaRPM TV. I am out in the freezing cold, man. It's cold. I think it's minus 15 with the wind chill right now. It's bloody cold. I got my gloves on, but I'm doing a quick video for you today on the top things that I love about my Porsche 911. I haven't featured the car a whole lot because, like I said, man, it's cold, it's winter time, and the car's parked up at the moment. Well, I just brought her outside just to, you know, catch some rays. That's the car right now. Some of the top things, at least, that I love about the car. And if I had to start, number one, the fact that it's a Porsche 911. I've dreamt about having one of these cars since I was probably 16 years old. And it took me quite a while to get here, but eventually I was able to do that. I was able to get a Porsche 911 that I wanted. I ended up buying this car brand new. It was a 2011 back in the day. It's several years old now, but it doesn't matter to me. It's still just as good and works, you know, it works magnificently. This car, as long as you treat these cars properly, you service them on time, and they don't need a whole lot of servicing. Like this one, every year gets its oil change. It's due for one of the major services in the coming year. So here's the things that I love about this car. Number one, that it's a Porsche. Like I said, always wanted one of these cars since I was 16. Tell you a quick story is that when I was 16, I went to this old garage that my dad used to service his, I think it was like a Pontiac he had, and the guy would have like Jags, and happened to have this old narrow body Porsche 911 back in the day, and I was asking him, hey, can I sit in this car, can I just take a seat? Sat in the car, and I was like, whoa, nothing special inside. It was old, but had that old long, that stick shift, and it just looked so good. I love the shape of the body, the hips on it, even though again it was narrow body, it was a unique shape. So to me, I always had to have one of these eventually in my life. Lucky enough to have one right now and be able to enjoy it. Although, like I said, winter right now in Canada, it's minus 15 right now with the wind chill, so it's bloody freaking cold, as you can see. I'm freezing. And some of the things that I love about the car would be, number one, that it's a Porsche. Number two, that it's rear wheel drive. The car that I had to have, any sports car I had to be a rear wheel drive. This one's a flat 6, and the flat 6, it does it pretty much justice. Hey guys, the car is pretty dirty, so I gotta apologize for that in advance. So the car's kind of dirty, but nonetheless, still looking pretty fine in my books. So anyways, number one, had to be a Porsche. Number two, had to be a rear wheel drive. Number three, had to be stick shift, and this one is a 6-speed manual. Again, this is a 2011, so with the 2011 you're looking at the 997.1 model. So with the 997.1 model, you know, it's a bit different from, you know, the previous generation, which was the 996 that had those flat egg shaped kind of headlights. This one's got, to me, the better looking headlights, a decent looking, you know, not the Porsche interiors change a whole hell of a lot between generations. So anyways, that's the interior of the car. So had to have a stick shift. Number two, had to have the sport bucket seats. Mine's are not the 18-way adjustable because I'm the only one who drives it. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. If it come with the car, yeah, maybe, but to me, you know, just the way that the seat adjustment is right now, it's fine by me. Sport buckets were important. I had to have those bolsters on the side. And of course, like I said, the manual. The headlights and the shape of the car, man. I love the shape of this car. So those are some of the top things. I guess the next thing I'd say is cool about the car is how the car drives, man. The car drives like freaking fantastic. It's 345 horsepower. It's not like 500 odd horsepower. It's not a crazy supercar by any means. It's a regular kind of car. It doesn't, you know, it's not gonna, I don't know, you can get a speeding ticket, I guess, if you're stupid. But this car to me has adequate power. Hey, I want a flippin' V8 one day, man. I do want a V8, and I want an AMG GTS or something like that next, maybe. Or, you know what I do want? I want a McLaren, man. That's what I do want. That's my next car. I gotta do one of those guys. So, Anyways, so I covered, like I said, I love that it's a Porsche, love its rear wheel drive, stick shift, the seats. I love how this thing sounds. I love the shape of the car, the way it looks. Love the hips, love everything about it. Anyways, you could tell I like this car a lot. Again, so this vlog was just the things that I love about the car and that make me happy about it. I'm still very happy with it. Only problem is my wife can't drive it because she doesn't drive stick shift, so does that mean I'd get a PDK the next time around? I don't know. I think about that. So maybe a PDK might be in the, in the cards for me in the future. But for now, this one is doing just fine. I'm happy with it. Would I get a PDK? I don't know. What's the story on PDK? What do you guys think about PDK? Would you get a PDK? I drove one before and it was okay. It was a Carrera S. This one's a base Carrera rear-wheel drive, and I think it does a job. Like I say, I do like rear-wheel drive. All-wheel drive might not be a bad idea, but I'd want some more power though, I think. For the meantime, I'd say if anybody looking to get or start out in a nice sports car, I bought this one brand new. If you want to get one, a used Porsche, it's not a bad route to go either, as long as you make sure you do the the check that it doesn't have any of the issues that previous gens had, like with IMS and other things like that. These cars, mine's again 2011, they didn't suffer from that problem, so again, never a concern for me. And knock on wood, this thing's always been solid. It's treated me well and never had any problems with it. But again, as a first sports car, entry-level sports car, to me this ticks all the boxes for me. I would highly encourage anybody who's looking to get into a sports car, a great one to start with. Again, it doesn't have like because you see so, not that you see that many Porsche 911s, but you see enough of them. They're pretty standard issue. And it's hard to do. The one thing people might say, it's hard to tell the difference between a Porsche 911, a base one, and like a turbo Porsche 911. So I guess that might be an issue for some people, because you could spend 100-odd thousand or 250-odd thousand, and some people wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I guess a Porsche fan would. I could, but some people can't. Again, if I had to buy another one of these, would I buy a brand new? I don't know. I think I might buy a used one. Let somebody else take the depreciation hit. Not that it's depreciated terribly, but they do take a hit in the first few years, just like any other car. So, anyways, it's Anish again from CaRPM TV, and I was talking to you today about some of the things that I love about this Porsche 911. When it's warmer and I can actually take the car out, I will have some driving video, give you a little bit of driving impression, and do some rolling shots with it. But for now, it's parked up. I'm just doing a still video on the car and talking about it. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you tune in again for me and some more content for the car and some videos that I'll have in the future with some other folks. Anyways, guys, take care. Enjoy your day.